Hey, church, we are headed into Holy Week, sometimes called Passion Week. It's one of the most significant times of the entire church calendar. And it's that time when we remember and reflect back on the death and the resurrection of Jesus and all the events that lead to that. Of course, as is our tradition here at the chapel, we have a Maundy Thursday service. I want to just take you through a little bit what that service will look like, as it's going to be a little bit different this year. The first part of that, we'll have some time of a great time of worship where we're really reflecting on the great love of God. We're going to have a time to share communion together. We'll have some creative elements in there as well. We're going to have a time of worship through dance, as well as a really moving video. And then we're going to move into what we call a Tenebrae service. And some of you may have heard of that, some of you have not. But Tenebrae is not a new thing. Tenebrae service is one that's been practiced by the church for centuries. In fact, the word tenebrae simply means shadows or darkness. And what it is, it's a service that really brings us into the emotion of all the betrayal, the abandonment, the suffering, the anguish and agony that Jesus faced on the road to his death and suffering on our behalf. And so this service is really one that tries to capture that emotion and the darkness of what Jesus went through on all the things leading up to Sunday. And so what it does is, as you see these candles, this isn't just for the ambiance here, the candles are actually a part of the Maundy Thursday service or the Tenebrae service, as we'll read parts of that Passion Week, of those events leading to the death of Christ. As after we read one of those passages, we'll blow out a candle. And we'll continue to read those passages, blowing out more candles so it gets progressively more dark. And then finally, at the end, we blow out the last candle, the Christ candle, and it's almost entirely dark in the room, again, symbolizing the darkness of what Christ went through. And we blow out that last one, and we have a time of silent reflection and prayer. And then we'll walk out of the room silently, because we want to really let the agony of what Christ suffered and went through, we want that to really sink in. But you know what? It's also a time of anticipation. It's a time when it's not done yet, because Thursday and Friday is an anticipation of the glory and the joy of Sunday and the resurrection. And that's what we'll celebrate then. But we have to let Thursday and Friday sink in. And that's what we're trying to do with our Maundy Thursday service. I hope you'll come. We're going to have childcare for the youngest kids, from infants up to young fives. It's going to be on Thursday, March 28th, 7:30 p.m. It's going to be a very powerful time when we can really reflect on what our Lord has done for us and what he went through to bring us to the glory of Sunday. I hope you'll come. I can't wait to see you then.